Hey guys, what's going on? Well, just got in some XTS3000's. Got in 6 in VHF here. These are digital. EPCO P25 narrowband compliant. They're digital and analog. They all have DES OFB, DES XL dual encryption in them. Every single one of them is mint. These will be going out the door soon on eBay. They'll be going with stock knobs. I've got FDNY knobs on and these, but they'll be going with stock knobs and dust covers. I just, for myself, I can't keep stock knobs on a radio when I've got them. I just can't do it. Once you've had an FDNY knob, these do have Impres batteries that come with them. They're in mint condition. It's going to take me a little bit to go through here, so this might be a little longer video. You see the flash code. This fucking camera better be picking this up. It also came with an Impres charger, and all 6 radios came as a 6-pack with the gang charger. Oh, fuck. It's hard to put a battery on with one hand holding this damn camera. Should have got out the tripod, son of a bitch. There. Okay. But real good radios. There's 2 of them that have markings like this on them. Why, I've got no fucking idea. But that tag can be replaced, but I wouldn't mess with it. These radios are as close to mint as you can get. I'd give them a 9.5. Especially on the inside. Every single one of them. Every single one of them. Are beautiful. They did come with wide bands. I didn't have to buy wide bands or take any out of my stock, which is real nice. Man, putting on batteries with one hand sucks. The rest of them don't. I've got 2 with marks on the bottom. I've got 2 without. I guess there were 2. These are absolutely mint. The rest of them I'd give a 10 out of 10 on them. And I'm so fucking picky when it comes to them. They do have dual encryption. They took to the CPS well. They transmit and they receive great. They pull in signal like you would not believe. 36 miles out. Miami County. They're very good radios. More of the same. Not a mark on them. But I do have 2 other ones. This gives me 8. 8 VHF I've got in stock. This one has a nickel, what is it? Is that nickel cadmium? Yeah, it's a NiCad. Date code's 2009. Batteries are in good shape thanks to that charger. See the tags, all legit tags, all tags run. Everything's clean. literally and figuratively. great radios. One thing I do like about the XTS, I need to turn that antenna on. There's a couple of them that haven't been on the CPS completely yet because I just haven't had time. But they did take to the CPS. But I need to program a little bit more. What I do when I program these radios, when you get a radio from me, it doesn't matter what radio I'm selling, you're getting a radio that already has 48, if it's a 48 channel radio, it's already got the 48 channel personalities in the radio. You're not getting a radio with 2 channels and the rest are dead. That's, I believe I've got a couple here that probably came with that. Yeah, there you go. And also, you're getting radios that have been configured properly. I save the code plugs when I go through the CPS. Usually, I don't, well, I've only had maybe 1 or 2 times where I've actually had to go back and pull out an old code plug. But, there we go. The power up on them's right. I set the top to the light. I've got that. Second button for talk around direct. Third button is set to scan. All the channels are set. The concentric switch is set to secure and unsecure. This orange man down button is set to nuisance delete. A, B, and C are set to zones. That's the proper setup on these radios. A lot of people can switch these 3 around, but pretty much on an XTS3000 Model 1, you're going to want to set the A, B, and C to zone select. So you've got 3 zones of 16 channels each. So you've got 3 zones built in to it. You can set this concentric switch to scan, or if it's got encryption, you can set it to secure. The reason you hear the 4 beeps is that the keys need to be set in. I need to put the key, well, I'm not going to do it. People can, as long as they have the modules in them, I'm not going to go in, I'm not going to pull the modules out. It's too much trouble, and I don't want to get that far into the radios. The radios will be sold with the dual encryption modules in them. But yeah, these are set to zone, nuisance delete. All my radios are set like this. This, sometimes I'll have set to scan unless it has encryption. If it doesn't have encryption, of course it won't be, it won't be set to scan. Or I mean, that won't be set to scan. I'll put scan down here. So, well, that actually, when you set 3 banks, 48 channels up for scanning, you've got to set 3 scan. You've got to get 3 scan lists set up. That takes time. Anybody who's programmed one of these radios knows that that takes quite a bit of time. I mean, we're talking, for me, it takes me about 2 hours per radio to set them up completely. It's just that, it's that long of a process for me. It shouldn't be that difficult, but I could probably pull it off in an hour, but I try to go through and I try to check everything, and I usually spend about 2 hours per radio going through the CPS and checking everything, and learning a little bit about them as I go. But at the same time, well, I'd say I spend 2 hours of intake on the radio, because I do take photographs when I'm in the CPS of the serial numbers and things like that, and that takes a little bit of still shots. That takes a little bit of time too. So I don't know. Maybe it takes about an hour and a half, I'd say, for me to program 48 channels and three set for the 3 banks of 16 and 3 banks of scans. So all these have that built in. So when you go into your CPS, you just go in, you type your frequencies in, and you hit scan, and they're all going to scan. If you want to set up talk groups, that's a little bit different. I don't set up talk groups. I also don't do MDC. A lot of people know how to do it. I just haven't taken the time to do it. I'm not that crazy about MDC because actually for me, for my use, it's not that. I mean, sure, you can set it up, but when I pick up a radio and I press talk, I want to hear the other person on the other line. They better have the radio on. It's just as simple as that. So I don't really fuck around too much with MDC. I mean, it's just, it's not that important to me. This was a radio I thought I'd have to recase. I'm not going to have to. It has dual encryption. This is UHF 403-470. It's an R split. It didn't come with a battery, the rest did. But this came from another outlet source that I have, and I've dealt with them before. They're very good people. Very good people. And so right now I've got two brand new XTS3000's that are VHF. One is an R, and then I've got these 6 that just came in today, which are digital and have encryption. Every single radio I've got that's a 3000 has DES OFB, DES XL encryption module. Every single one of them. So what's really cool and what I'm really happy about is this charger. This charger, I've got another one of these. This is an Impres charger. Let me see here if I can get an angle on that. Nah, damn it. Real nice Motorola logo. These are Motorola Impres chargers, 6 gang. And this is the one I've been waiting for. This is what I've been trying to score for quite a while. It doesn't have gauges. Oh, well, I've got it up. This is the back of them. Each bay has fuses in them. And this one is a firmware on it is 3 point. See if I can get a better angle on that. 3.30. Where is it? Damn it. There we go. 3.30. So it's not the latest firmware, but it is rather new. And I'm going to keep it as it is. If it gives my 2500s trouble, then I'll have the firmware upgraded in it. But the modules I don't need, because with the XTS3000's they already have the meters built into them, so I really don't need I don't need the meters. It's not an issue for me. But yeah, six of these, plus I've got 2. There's one guy who is planning on buying an XTS3000 in VHF. If he doesn't get a hold of me, I believe he's going to, but if he doesn't, the radios will be listed this weekend. And because I've got to sell these and get them out and free up some cash for other systems. But this isn't a bad radio. I like this radio. The housing, you know, could be better on this. The screen, you know, is a little dinged up just from using it. But at the same time, these radios are made for use. And I've got other housings. I've got another housing for it. So it's just a radio that if I need to use, that's the one I'll grab. Unless I'm using the VHF. But anyway, yeah, real nice radios. Impres charger. Now, there's some with meters on here. These are blanks, and all you have to do is really just they're kind of pricey. The gauges that come with them are kind of pricey. They're about, I don't know, about $100 a piece, and I'm not going to spend that on these. You know, if I can't turn on my radio, you know, a 5000, and actually, you know, see what the rating is on the battery, you know, what's the point of, you know, there's not much point in, if you can do that with a 5000, there's not much point unless you've got 3000s, you know, there's not much point in, for me having those gauges. So I'm cool with that, and I'm very glad I got that in. I also have a brand new, well, it's mint. It's not brand new, but it is in mint condition. It's for the Walrus series, and it's going to be going marketed to a fire, EMS, public safety, that type of shit. I'm sorry, just had something come on. Yeah, it's going to be marketed mainly for the fire and EMS and department and agencies around. So, you know, it'll probably go to one of those guys. There are a few guys that have been wanting one, and